Respected dear youngsters, please receive my love. Please receive my respects. Please receive my salutations. Please receive my gratitudes. And also, please receive my wishes and prayers to the God to keep you all always on the right and righteous path. For you being successful for yourself and also the world at large. Together also, let us pray to the Lord beyond transcendental. Let us pray, salute to the Lord, the immanent, in the form of Ishvara. Can we pray to the Lord in the form of all devatas who are managing the show of the world, individual, total level? Should it not be our responsibility to salute and invoke the continuous blessings of our lineage of gurus. That's called Guru Parampara, starting from Guru Tattva up to our own Swaguru. Is it not our responsibility to salute and extend gratitude and do a pratigna that, oh mother, we take guidance from you properly? Should we not do it with our Shruti Mata, with our Shastras? So we do all of that and always keep ourselves tuned to all these divine beings. So, welcome you all. Another day of our sitting for some time. 6 more days only for Rama Bhagavan's Prana Pratishtha in Ayodhya Nagari, and even Krishna, Shiva also full completely. We should get it back. Other temples also. More than getting these temples, structural, physical, the upasanas in them should happen so well. More than that, participation of the whole Sanatana Dharma in those. More than that, all of them should invoke and establish that Shiva, the Rama, the Krishna in their own hearts and live outer life of service, love, inner life of spiritual unfoldment. Okay, come together like every day. Today also, our 5 items. First one, simple common sense thought, which is repeated once more. Key, whether we want to do and achieve outer successes or spiritual, what is important is our own equipment. So, whether it is a body, whether it is prana shakti, whether it is a mind, whether it is buddhi, all and senses, all the 5 of them have to be always managed, protected, made fit, made ready for our outer journey and inner journey. This is a lifelong process. This is till we reach the goal, it has to be done. Idea is given. What exactly to do, how to achieve it, it is all in your hands. So, without Sharira and its healthy position, energetic status, can I go to any workplace and work? Can I come and sit stably on the in the class to listen to Geetha? Therefore, this is required. So protect it. And the 3 ways of managing our equipments are: one, absolutely misusing them. Second is non-using them. Third one is by properly, beautifully managing them and then using them, mastering them and using them. मिसयूज नहीं करना, अब्यूज नहीं करना, नॉन यूज नहीं करना, राइट यूज करना है. फॉर दैट यू हैव टू फुल्ली प्रोटेक्ट them. Mind your equipments is today's a common sense thought. Don't do anything by which the sharira gets disease or weakness that you are not able to accomplish your works. So to at the prana level also see to it that the prana shaktis are vital shaktis are conserved. Generally, they get weak, they get lost because of too much excessive indulgence through the sense organs in the objects. Therefore, idea is given to you. How do you manage yourself? Where do you put a limit? It is your choice. We should not tell. It is left to your maturity discretion. Highly intelligent people with commitment towards the goal, they won't allow even little prana shakti to get wasted through any of the channels. Fully they conserve. Like a person who really wants to have good bank balance and make use of money. For the higher works, even a pi also, rupee also, he will not waste. That is his intelligence, isn't it? Think about it. Then comes to the senses. They also, like the horses, uncontrolled. How terrible they are. But controlled, riding the horses, how much of travel you can do. Same way, if the indriyas are in your full energy level and control, they can be used for your so much of listening, so much of chanting, so much of looking into the shastra with the eyes. कितना फायदा होगा देख लो. So see to it that the faculties are protected. They also get misused beyond limit in the indulgence of sense objects generally for an uneducated, uninformed, stupid, foolish person of any age, starting from your age of youthhood. Conversely, from this age only, you must learn the art, be matured. To conserve the Indriya Shakti throughout life, it should be done like that only. Squandering away is easy, not using also is easy. But properly managing and correctly using is the real dignity that commands or requires a lot of commitments, awareness, etc. This is what the evolution in life. More importantly is the mind now. Right now, you see, how is our mind? Mind means the thought flow. The passionate, greedy, selfish, arrogant, lusty, with so much of jealousies, vengeances, hatrednesses. Nahi ye to just now woke up from the sleep, already half slept. Tamoguni mana. Now with this third rate mind, how do you become Desh Bhakta? Do you become Bhagavad Bhakta? Do you become Shastra Bhakta? Do you think you become Guru Bhakta? Bhukta bhi nahi banoge. Nobody will give food also to such a stupid fellow. Do you think you can achieve your professional goals, educational goals, social goals, family related goals? है कि नहीं? है ना? Like an old cell phone, बैटरी खराब हो गया, बटन की what do you call that? बटन पैड whatever you call, वो खराब हो गया, 4-5 कनेक्शन अंदर टूट गए. Can you use that phone? Or a scooter? है ना? Carburetor is not cleaned, silencer is not properly there, क्लच तो लगता ही नहीं. ब्रेक भी वो यहाँ ब्रेक लगाओ 1 किलोमीटर का जाकर रुकता है वो. खड़ 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 आवाज, consuming petrol, leaking the oil. How is that vehicle conducive for you? No, our mind is like that only. In as many ways it can be destroyed, we get keep it destroyed only. From that we have to take the mind into our hands. And then one by one impurities of it clean करो, one by one good ornamentation, decoration, सज धज के हमारे मन को सक्सेस के लिए तैयार रखना. Success is always freely available. The God says, I am giving you, you take it. But for that you have to follow a process. That process is followed by these equipments. Of these are at the worst condition level. We people have become old, all our mistakes, Bhagavan will kick us and teach us a lesson, no problem. We will learn that way only. But you are just starting the life, no? Yours is not a gone case, it is a going case. So before it goes away, from now only become wise in mainly managing, mastering all these equipments, then achieve your goals by correct, perfect performance. मन को बचाना बाबा. Mind your mind. Then the buddhi. Do you know you have a buddhi? Acha, I didn't know. People you ask them at the age of 85, सर आपको बुद्धि है, आपने कभी यूज किया क्या? वो कहते जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी, मैं तो बिना बुद्धि का भी चलता था पशुओं की तरह. With whatever mind wants I was doing, with whatever senses demanding I was grazing. Whenever tired like buffalo, why I was sleeping for the body's rest. रेस्ट क्या रस्ट, बुद्धि नहीं है बनने का. तो सो recognize buddhi is there to remove all its rust because of non using it. Use it. When to use the buddhi? Simple, 24 hours. First, to know what not to do and avoid how to avoid it. Second, what to do, then how to do. Third, while doing, what obstructions will come, how to counter them. For this, what's required is buddhi. हमेशा रखना चाहिए. Not that we don't know it, we know it, like a cricketer, batsman. Use करेगा ना बुद्धि. Right from taking the guard, what do you call, crease पे. Then using buddhi, which ball coming, not to get out, how he hits. After hitting, how he runs for the runs. Then how he again to protect from getting run out, how he jumps or crawls or whatever. Crawling, dive बोलते हो. So what is he using in and through? Every moment he is using buddhi. So to the bowler is using how to out करे. So to every fielder is using buddhi. How to stop runs, yeah, how to make him run out or catch out. See the tennis player, all the time buddhi, how to put the ball in the court so that he can't catch it. Set I get point. Game set point. Game set point. Then a point game set match. Same way, 24 hours at this very moment, my buddhi should be alert. Which words I am using, what thought I am conveying, how much relevant it is to the youngsters, how to convey to it, what should be my emotions of love there for them. This way, the buddhi, the more you use it, no, the more it becomes useful, sharp, alert, awakened. I can't put a limit to that. To what extent buddhi can be evolved? It can be evolved to the level of the divinity only, wherein as much the Lord with his buddhi is working for the welfare of the entire universe, you and I also can expand our buddhis to that level. At that level, our buddhi merges with the total. So from zero utilization to 100% using, the buddhi can be evolved. So mind that one. Without these equipments, neither we can stop the problems coming if they are misused, abused, nor we can solve the problems of the world, nor we can get achieve our own worldly goals, nor we can do anything to evolve spiritually. So today's common sense thought is mind yourself all the time. Learn those arts by which all these are kept, each one intact, together integrated, and are under your command, that anytime you are able to use them for reaching your own goals. This whole spirituality इसी को कहते हैं, अपने उपाधियों को ठीक करके परमात्मा को पाने के लिए यूज करना. दिस इज नॉट स्पिरिचुअलिटी. अपने उपाधि को ठीक करके वो रीच द थिंग्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, सक्सीड इन देम, दैट इज व्यवहार. बस. Not knowing it, never educated in these lines, never ready to listen, doing all the time opposite, by which all the faculties are destroyed. Having done all it, now we want success, now we want money, now we want name and fame. अरे भैया कैसे मिलेगा? When we do what we have to do, what has to come comes automatically. Anything you want is an effect depending on the cause. It's a result depending on what you do. Without doing, how can we expect? After doing, even if you don't expect, it will come. ये थोड़ा रहस्य पकड़ लो भैया. अपने आप को इंटेलेक्ट को एजुकेट करना है. अंडर इट्स कमांड द माइंड सेंसेस बॉडी प्राणा शुड वर्क ऑल द टाइम. धीरे धीरे. It is tough. Why it is tough? There is no energy. Where is no energy? That is squandered through all faculties in all nonsense things. For 1 or 2 years minimum, controlling yourself from all these wrong behaviors, disciplined, conserve the energy. Just like the moment one joins the college first year, graduation, he should conserve all time energy for 3 years. Then only he can apply for PG or for his civil services thoroughly and win in that, succeed in that. 3-4 years उनको अपने को गैदर करने में लगता है. Then 2-3 years training में, then you employ them. How the army persons are trained. The rust in them, the laziness in them, all of that is removed for 1 year. Then they are made to be flexible for all movements. Other terrible exercises are given to them. Then the actual field training are they are given at borders or within different types of problems coming, how to face. Then they are posted. We all know you also get trained in your technological knowledges. You may be, some of you may be mechanical engineers, many of you may be doctors also. तुमको तो ऐसे ही पढ़ाते हैं ना. स्पिरिचुअलिटी भी ऐसा है, टोटल जिंदगी भी ऐसा है. Prepare and perform and achieve and share with others. Know and prepare it. Have a goal, know how to prepare it, and perform and achieve. These are the 5, 6 principles of success, which we in the initial days of Geetha, lot things we have learnt. Refer to those talks. Yes, friends, thank you. This is the thought today. Now let us do our 4 programs of first Sankalpa, then Prarthanas, then Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam, Geetha, one more shloka we will see, 31 or 30th. नारायण 30th वाला आज देखेंगे. Thereafter Valmiki Ramayanam, some more qualities of Rama now enumerated by Valmiki. Sorry, Naraj. This is all as an our offering to Bhagwan Rama Mandira Prana Pratishtha on 22nd Jan. Today 16th Jan. Just 6 more days. We are going to have our temple back. Lakhs and crores of peoples of prayers and sacrifices from last 500 and above years. अभी तो कोई टच ही नहीं कर देना. जो टच करे उसे उंगली काट देना भाई बस. Anybody poking finger in our temples, our Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, kachak. Why should they poke? They should cut ours also if we poke in theirs. We don't do that. If we start doing, nobody in the world will survive other than Hinduism. हाँ, सारे संत मिलकर मंत्र शक्ति से शाप दे सब खत्म हो जाए. They don't do it. They don't waste. दे रहने जैसे ठीक है, जीवने दो. As long as you don't trouble me, you will live. Hinduism is great, tolerant, highly tolerant. Otherwise, all the 10,000 sadhus of India, 10 years they spend in deep tapasyas because you know all the techniques. And do the sankalpa कि सब सत्यानाश हो जाए, सब दुष्ट लोग राक्षस हो जाते हैं. They don't do like Vishwamitra ji. Was he not having power to finish all the Maricha, Subahu and all? He is I will not waste my tapasya for that. Let Rama do it. Ram Lakshman को बुला के उनसे कराते. Same way, we give chance for them to get molded, to become improved. That is a dignity. And some of them are improving also. Not everybody is Dushta Rakshasa. Now you see, Ayodhya Ram Mandir is coming up. No Muslim or religions, anyone, are talking any nonsense. Great. Because they know it. That is a proof, na? That they know it belongs to Rama, it belongs to Hindus. It is not only the court's order. If the court's order is wrong, they can go to international court, they can go anywhere. अब इतने प्रूफ एविडेंस है, दे अकल ठीक है उनका, गुड ना. So too they should give the Kashi and Mathura also very quickly. In view of that, we are doing our Ramayana Rama Gunas. That's what I want to say. Now let us start. Om Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Samasta Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namah Asmat Gurubhyo Namah Tesham Sarvesham Krupanugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikya Modasya Asmin Kshane Vasiddhyartam Purane Ityasokta Bhagavad Bhagavad Rishman Gurudevata Darshananugrahano Apraptyartham Sanatana Dharma Svaidika Hindu Samskrute Sampradayanam Shastranam Guru Shishya Bhakta Bhagavad Paramparaya पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता सामरस्य शांति पूर्वोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणवन्त अस्माकं सह सर्वेषाम् आचार्याणां गुरूणां भक्तानां साधकानां शिष्याणां सेवकानां आश्रमिणां श्रेयविलासिनां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति द्वारा प्रेरणोत्साह प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्याभ्यंतर समस्त शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थान कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणां पारायण अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्राणाम उच्चारणम तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण का पारायणम श्रीमद् भगवद गीता त्रयोदशोध्यायस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्गस्य श्रीरामचंद्र स्वामिनः दिव्य गुणानां पारायण अर्थाविष्करण साधना प्रयत्न प्रार्थना वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। स्टार्ट। ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Friends, let us do Veda mantra uchcharanam. Omata Shri Krishna Yajurveda Iya Taittiriya Brahmanam Prathama Ashtakam Trutiyaha Prapatakaha Pancha Shadvimshati Mantrat Arabhya. ओम एतैः प्रचरति यज्ञस्याघाताय एकदा वपाजुहोति एकदेवत्याहि एते अथो एकथैव यजमाने वीर्यं दधाति नैवारेण सप्तदश शरावेणैतर्हि प्रचरति एतत्पुरोडाशाह्येते अथो पशूनामेव छिद्रमपि दधाति सारस्वत्योत्तमया प्रचरति वाग्वै सरस्वती तस्मात् प्राणानां वागुत्तमा अथो प्रजापतावेव यज्ञं प्रतिष्ठापयति प्रजापतिर्हि वाक् अपन्नदति भवते तस्मान्मनुष्याः सर्वां वाचं वदन्ति अतिरात्रम् अन्तरिक्षमुख्येन प्रजापतिः शमयितोत्तमया प्रचरति षट्च सावित्रं जुहोति कर्मणः कर्मणः पुरस्तात् कस्तत् वेदेत्याहुः यद्वा जपेयस्य पूर्वं यदपरमिते सवितृप्रसूत एव यथा पूर्वं कर्माणि करोति सवने सवने जुहोते आक्रमणमेव तत्सेतुं यजमानः कुरुते सुवर्गस्य लोकस्य समष्ट्यै वाचस्पतिर्वाचमद्य स्वदातिन इत्याह वाग्वै देवानां पुरान्नमासीत् वाचमेवास्मा अन्नगस्वदयति इन्द्रस्य वज्रोऽसि वार्त्रघ्न इति रथमुपाव हरति विजित्यै वाजस्यनुप्रसवे मातरं महीमित्याह यच्चैवेयो यच्छास्यामधे तदेवावरुन्धे अथो तस्मिन्नेवो भयेऽभिषिच्यते अप्स्वन्तरं मृतमप्सु भेषजमित्यश्वान् पल्पूलयति अप्सु वा अश्वस्य तृतीयं प्रविष्टौ तदनुवेन वेनन्वप्लवते यदप्सु प्रलूल्पयते यदेवास्याप्सु प्रविष्टौ तदेवावरुन्धे बहुवा अश्वो मेध्यमुपगच्छति यदप्सु पल्पूलयते मेध्यानेवैनान् करोति वायुर्वा त्वा मनुर्वा त्वेत्याह एतावा एतं देवता अग्रे अश्वयुञ्जन् ताधिरेवैनान्युनक्ते सवस्त्योज्जित्यै यजुषा युनक्तिव्यावृत्यै अपाम्नपदा पादाशु शेघ्ननित्ति सम्मार्ष्टिः सम्मार्ष्टि मेध्यानेवैनान् करोति अथो स्यात्येवैनानाजिकं सरिष्यतः विष्णुक्रमान् क्रमते विष्णुरेव भूत्वेमान् लोकान् विजयति वैश्वदेवो वैरथः अङ्कौन्यन्कान् कवभितो रथं यावित्याह या एव देवता रथे प्रविष्टाः ताभ्य एव नमस्करोति आत्मनो नार्त्यै अशमरथं भावुकोऽस्त्यरथो भवति य एवं वेद स्वदयति पल्पूलयति व्यावृत्या अनार्त्यै च ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. It's a delightful chanting. We may not know the meaning, but then a great beginning for us to be introduced to the Vedas. Now, the fourth item of the day, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adhyanam. We are into, after finishing Karma Shatkam, first 6 chapters, Bhakti Shatkam, second 6 chapters. Now we are into the Jnana Shatkam, third and last 6 chapters. In that also, the first chapter of the Jnana Shatkam, in total 13th one. The name of this chapter of Gita is Kshetra Kshetragna Vibhaga Yoga, by showing us the vibhaga, total separation, differentiation between two things, the admixture of them, because of which there was bondage, that admixture is separated, thereby from the bondage the liberation is given. In this 13th chapter, Kshetra and Kshetragna mixed up. So too Prakriti Purusha mixed up. By segregating both of them crystal clearly and by telling us that we are the Purusha, who is a mere witness of all that, in whose presence Prakriti does everything, then by telling us that we as a Purusha, empowerer and livener of them, need not get distracted, disturbed by anything that is happening in Prakriti. By all these theoretical teachings, followed by practically doing, we are made to get liberated from all bondages called as dukkhas, which we were experiencing because of our identity with the Prakriti. देखो, that's called as Kshetra Kshetrajna or Prakriti Purusha Vibhaga se yoga to the divine for our liberation. And there is no ambiguity. Only thing is the slokas are in Sanskrit because Bhagavan Krishna and all, they didn't know English and other mother tongues. That time it was in spirituality, always Vedanta is always in beautiful Sanskrit Bhasha. Now, in this 13th chapter, all the 6 things are told. Prakriti Purusha, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnanam, Gnayam. Then the cause of bondage is told. Purusha, Prakritistaha, Bhungte, Prakritijan, Gunan. So the liberation also told when I, the Purusha, get separated from Prakriti and stand aloof. Like when I am in a boat, in an ocean, which is waving so terribly, the terrible waving of the oceanic waves touching the boat through the boat, because I am seated in the boat, I also get trembling, frightening, I may even drown. Imagine I have come to the shores. What will happen to me? Neither the waving of the oceanic waters nor the boats tossing up touches me. So the waving of the oceanic waters is the world of happenings continuously. Seated in the boat is like being in Prakriti. And when I am in Prakriti, I identify with that, like I am seated in the boat, which is has to be in the water, tops it up. So too, this Prakriti has to be in the whole world. Something or the other going on happening. If I am seated in that identified, I also get tossed up and down and drowned. But when I am at the shore of the ocean, that I know I am Purusha, I am then I am not like a person seated in the shore on a mountain, is not touched by the waves. The one who recognizes himself to be the Purusha, the Gneya, the Kshetrajna, what's happening in the Kshetra and Prakriti will not touch him. That's called liberation or moksha. Okay. Vandanam told, moksha. Sadhanas are also told. 5 are told, today we are seeing the 6th one. No, 6 are told, today is 7th. What are the 6 that are told? Dhyanena, Sankhyena, Karma Yogena, Yogena, Karma Yogena. Then Shrutva Annebhya Upasate, Tepi Chati Tarantyeva, Mrutyam Shruti Parayana. Then the 6th one was the one yesterday, day before we were discussing very thoroughly, the 2 shlokas, 29 and 28. Hmm. How beautiful are those shlokas. Samam सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्सु अविनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरं न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति परां गतिम्. How deep are these shlokas? We try to understand. Next time study 4%, 10 बार पढ़ो 10%, able to understand it. So, two things have to be remembered. One is Yaha Pashyati Sapashyati, means his knowledge alone is complete. Knowledge gives liberation, therefore he becomes liberated. What is that knowledge? Knowledge about that existence of that very sublime, subtle Paramatma. And that is all first intellectual understanding, then through meditation, it is an experience. What? That Purusha, that Kshetragna, that Neya, that Paramatma. He is not seeable by any of the faculties of eyes, ears, nose, taste, touch, etc. So, an intellectual, very sharp inquiry with the information given by the Shastras and Guru. An example of waves. Wave has come, wave danced, wave gone. Everybody sees it. But only a subtler person in his subtle thinking. When wave came, where was it before its coming? Then wave gone away, into what it has gone away? When it was there, was it independent or was supported by someone? In that inquiry only, intellectual inquiry, this person comes to know, which is very obvious but not available to others because they lack that inquiry. What he comes to know, before the wave there was a water. So wave से ही water से ही wave आया है. Then when the wave gone away, where has it gone into? It has gone into water because after the wave subsided, water was there. Water is there. Then in between, in the time of wave, where is the wave? Is it independent? No, it was supported by the water behind. Then if water was before, water was after, in between water was there, how come you talk this wave so much as if it is real? I mean, that is what is we are telling, This is called delusion. On the substrate of water, the wave is projected and rejected. But the wave's motion being very enchanting, we just get attracted towards it and we forget the substrate. In the same way, the whole world is continuously surging up like a wave, staying for some time, dissolving. Where is it coming from? Pure conscious existence. Where is it staying? Because of support of consciousness existence. Where is it going into? That conscious existence is called Purusha, is Kshetragna. But it cannot be an object through any of the faculties. It is to be experienced as me, the subjective self. Then only the study is complete, the doubts are cleared, the clear understanding comes, experience also dawns. Then only all further discussions, questions will no more be there. देखो कितना बढ़िया है. Think. And to trace to that Paramatma, some pointers are given to trace that Purusha. We explained already Dhyanin and all of that. But this slok mein we are given mm, mm, 4 pointers to contemplate. First is Samam. That which never becomes Vishama, there is something common all the time. Second, that one is Sarveshu Bhuteshu Tishtantam. That thing is not somewhere you have to go to find. It is in every being. But before searching it in any being, you search in yourself because you are also being. What way he is staying there? Parameshwar. See the gradations. First of all, there is one Lord you have to recognize. Then only there is liberation. Second, How to start inquiring about him, knowing him? First, he is samam. He is equal, homogeneous, never changing. By this thought, anything which is not homogeneous, continuously changing, is not the thing which we are searching. Therefore, if it comes across, we just reject it. Our drushti is only in finding the samam, the intellectual understanding. Then a question should be, where is he to be found? The two answers. One is what? Sarveshu bhuteshu tishtanta. Point one. He is there in every being. And yet, you have to discover him in yourself first. Then same thing will be found everywhere. Point two. Okay. In what way is there in Sarveshu Bhuteshu? We should ask. Na? Answer is Parama Ishwaram. He is a supreme ruler and governor. This is where we said, who is the Parama Ishwara of everything? The answer is that because of which things stay, things continue, things have power to do, etc. He is said to be Parameshwara. Like what is the Parameshwara of all electrical equipments? Electricity क्यों नहीं है तो सब बेकार है. So what is that because of which all beings, all faculties, all changes, all modifications, all functionings are happening? Only two things. First, it is existing. Second, it is aware consciousness. Therefore, by being conscious existence, that Paramatma is a Parama Ishvara of all. Then finally, how to recognize him? The fourth point. Vinashyatsu avinashyant. He is amidst all the modifiable things, he is the non-modifying. If it is simultaneously there, there is a Vinasha Shila is there, Avinasha also is there. Our दृष्टि on अविनाश वाले पे, इसलिए हमको ये नहीं दर्शन नजर में आ रहा है. When you withdraw your attention from it, then you will see the avinashyantam. That vinasha is the last modification. Before that wale, the 4-5 modifications you have to add. And say that when in the Prakriti these modifications are happening, there is an entity in which these are not happening, that is Paramatma. Therefore, Vinashyatsu is the last one. Before that, Jayate. When anything is born, this is not born. Vardate, it is growing. When it is growing, it is not growing. Viparinamate, it is getting modified. When it is modifying, it is not modifying. Then apakshiyate, the other thing is getting decayed. He is not getting decayed. Finally, vinashyati, it is destroyed, but this doesn't get destroyed. That is the meaning of vinashyatsu avinashyantam. Means all vikaras which are happening in the Prakriti, none of those are happening in that Paramatma. When you focus on that, with each of the thing as a helping aid, as we said, born, but that which is not born. Growing, that which doesn't grow. Modifying, that which doesn't modify. Which is decaying, that which doesn't decay. Something perishing or destroyed, it doesn't destroy. There is some entity in us, and we have given you hint 10 times already. It is pure consciousness and existence, which is not modified into any name of the name and form. Second is which is not objective other than you. Consciousness, existence cannot be objects. It has to be subject, and it is an experience. I exist. Everybody knows that they exist. In fact, a little modified sentence is I exist से ज्यादा I am existence कहना चाहिए बस. I am conscious of के बजाय I am consciousness. That's it. I am that. Nobody denies is existing. Nobody, even the bird, animal, they have exist. That is why when you try to catch them, they run. Why? They want to exist. Why? Two things. One, they are existence, but unfortunately, they identified with the bird body. So when something happens to body, it thinks it perishes. It doesn't exist. That's why to protect the body, it runs, just like you and I, human beings. That is why, as regards the identify with the upadhis and trying to continue existence, we and animals are same. But human beings are given a special faculty that you are pure existence, my dear, not the existence in some or the other form. That forms will come and go. Don't identify with them. You are pure existence. Like pure gold. Many ornaments come and go on it, projected. Pure water, many waves will be projected and they go away. So, to pure conscious existence on which so many worlds come and go. In some one world, this whole earth. In the earth, this particular India. In this India, this particular place, this body is manifested. One day it will go, but existence will continue. That I am. When I am that, I am not the body. So to the body only asti jayate vardate viparinamate apaksheti happen. That's called bondage. Not to the self. Therefore, that is liberation. The real existing conscious self. See how many times these sublime truths we have to listen for getting them registered in our hearts. From now, when you start, you will become so gambhira in your understanding. You will kick the world only. How to conquer the world? By putting the world under your feet. When you discover your Purusha, is only a Prakriti. Wonderful is that life. Great. Otherwise, you become identified with the Upadhi, and to fulfill its wishes, you become slave to everybody. Beg. Sukh de de Baba, pyar de de Baba, thode paise de de Baba. Sharam nahi aata. An Ajnani is always a beggar. And the Jnani is bigger. You want to be bigger or beggar? You decide. Somebody say bugger. Third word भी use करते हैं. The one who goes on bugging up others. That bugger, goes on bugging up. No bugger bigger. We are bigger as a self. Then what is the result of discovering that one Paramatma? Samam pashyan he sarvatra samavasthitam ishwaram. है ना? Samam samavasthitam ishwaram pashyan. That Lord who is all pervading in homogeneous form. When I recognize him as myself, what will the result? Na hinasti atmana atmanam. He will not commit suicide. That technical word, very intelligently said by Geetha Charya, and you have to think deeply to understand it. We told you two types of Atmatya are we take the body as Atma, anyway it will die, therefore one Atmatya. Second is we never become aware of the self, the real Atman, therefore not becoming identified of it is as bad as killing it only. And like the children never contact the parents, as good as parents are dead to them, in other words, they have killed the parents because they are not aware. Because you are not aware of only that person who is dead and gone. So I am not aware of myself, therefore I have killed it. That's called Atma Hinasti. But the one who recognizes this Paramatma, Samam Pashyani Sarvatra, he is that. Therefore, because of his experiencing Hema, no killing of it is there, and he himself experiences immortality because the self is immortality. No more identifying the body, therefore body birth is not there, then how can be the killing of it? In both ways, Atmatya is avoided if you recognize yourself to be that Purusha, that Kshetragna, that Neya. Okay. Now comes a new topic, sorting out of the things. More clear Viveka between Prakriti and Purusha in the verse number 30. I'll only chant it for you today. Uh, Twice only. Tomorrow 4 times we'll be chanting and explaining the meaning. Very beautiful. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञविभागयोगः त्रिंशतितमः श्लोकः श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानम् अकर्तारं स पश्यति प्रकृत्यैव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानम् अकर्तारं स पश्यति. This shloka and its meaning sorts out all questions and doubts in the intellectual understanding. which is not sufficient. You have to do sadhana and experience what is explained in the shloka for the permanent solution of all problems. Beautiful it is. This has come in different way in the third chapter also in another place. यहाँ और स्पष्टता से है. Very beautiful it is. What it is to enjoy it, come tomorrow without missing. Okay. Now we stop it here. We'll do our Valmiki Ramayanam, Balakanda Prathama Sarga, Sri Rama Bhagavan's divine qualities. In view of our Sri Ramji's coming in 6 days, let Rama come in the hearts of all of us. He will come when we understand, develop these good qualities. Okay. Now Valmiki Ramayana. Who has written Valmiki Ramayana? Do you know? वाल्मीकि ने लिखा है. संत महात्मा हो तुम लोग. To that Valmiki ji approached Narad ji, or Narad ji when he came, he asked 16 qualities and said, is there anybody with these qualities? Narad ji says, very difficult are these gunas, that too to be found in one person. Let me think and tell you. Then when Narad ji browsed through his internal Google, he immediately came to know there is somebody who is born in Ikshvaku Vamsha and his name is well known as Rama. And that Rama, not only the 16 qualities you asked, is possessing many other also. And what are they? Narad is telling. We are making a count of them. So after those 16 of them, गुणवान वीरवान धर्मज्ञ कृतज्ञ सत्यवाक्य दृढ़कृतः चारित्र्येण च को युक्तः सर्वभूतेषु को हितः विद्वान का कस्समर्थः कश्चैक प्रियदर्शन आत्मवान को जितक्रोधः दुरितवान कः अनसूयकः कस्य बिभ्यति जेति व्यवाश्च जातरोषस्य संयुगे. 16 shlokas, values we told you. Now 17th one is in the 8th mantra, 9th mantra, continuing the number. Let us chant this mantra and then explain to you what we have seen yesterday, little more than that. Only 2 qualities we will see. Om Abadam Vartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokaviramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Om Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Sri Sita Rama Bhyam Namaha. Om Ata Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam Balakandam Prathama Sargaha Sankshipta Sri Ramayanam Rama Gunanam Varanam. इक्ष्वाकुवंश प्रभवः रामो नाम जनैः श्रुतः नियतात्मा महावीर्यः द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी. This was the shloka we were doing. So after the 16th value or quality or great guna of Rama, the 17th guna in him is Niyata Atma. Atma is all personality layers. Niyata fully under his control regulation. Today's our introduction was this only for the first 12 minutes. Niyata Atma Ramji. His mind, his senses, his body, intellect are Niyata. Yata is to control. Niyata means fully controlled. The sadhu sannyasi keeps all his faculties in control. That is called as Yati. And with them, it tries to reach Paramatma. For that reason also, it is called as Yati. Yatnat Yatihi, Yamayati iti Yatihi. The Yati word has 2 meanings. Yamayati controls all faculties. Yatnat Yatihi, he goes on putting those things, faculties controlled in search of the Lord with all his efforts. That effort also is Yatnam. तो यत्न के कारण यति कहते हैं, यमनम के कारण यति कहते हैं. Yamana is control, yati is efforts. So we have to control our faculties and put the effort of putting them towards our goal. Yata. So therefore Ramji is Niyatatma. The one who has Nishchaya Purukena Yataha Atma. Atma is body, mind, senses, intellect, etc. And it doesn't happen in one day. Throughout the lives together, when we do it, then all faculties come under control. Then great siddhis will be achieved by us. We can do lot of seva to the world. We can pursue spiritual goal. Don't make the world as goal. I don't agree or suggest that for you. You must have a spiritual goal only, that's it. The goal of serving the world, okay, not the goal of some power, some money, some bhoga, enjoyment. वो तो पशु पक्षी जानवर करते हैं. You are a human. Your goal should be divine experience. Okay. So Niyatatma. This was the 17th value. 18th also is a Mahavirya. Limitlessness is the his Virya. Limitless and unending is his Virya, the prowess and Shakti. This is the 18th value of Rama. 19 was Dyutiman. भगवान राम हमेशा द्युति प्रकाश को रखते हैं. The two ways of two ways of gaining the prakasha is one, not allowing our vitalities to get wasted in wrong activities. Second is doing all positive things of the upadhi related ones like upasanas, etc. With that, the duty comes, like the duty in my speech. When I don't talk all nonsense, that is one way that speech will have duty. Second is when I go on doing Bhagwan's Nama, Japa, Stotra, Satsanga on Bhagwan, slowly the duty comes to my speech. So too to my ears. When I stop listening all unwanted nonsense and then only the divine glory I listen, to the ears the duty comes. So to the mind, to the buddhi, to the sharira also. Lot of bad food totally given up, correct food is taken, exercise asanas are done, then used for the correct purpose, then there will be duti kanti in the sharira also. In total, Rama's all personality layers are Dyutiman. Dyuti means Kanti, Varchas, brightness, brilliance, splendor, energy, all of it. So this is 19th value, 16 plus 3. Now the 20th is also we have seen yesterday, Dhrutiman, Dhrutiman, Dhairyashali. Bhagwan है Dhruti. What is Dhruti ka artha? Ki when body senses are getting weakened, yet holding to them and putting them in the work is called Dhruti, a special faculty. Opposites of Dhruti is what? As long as they are cooperating, we use them. When they are tired, going and sleeping. So it's called absence of Dhruti. Like when you have exams or interviews. You feel sleepy, but you go to the washroom, wash the face, and again come and study. That's called Dhruti. Your mind is pulling you. Let me go and watch cricket match or cinema. You say, no, tomorrow my exam. Therefore, you avoid it and pull your mind senses and put it on the work you are doing. That is Dhruti. Avoiding all distractions, utilizing the faculties for the goal in front, that ability is called a Dhruti. The other Dhruti is like the Dhruti of the doctors, that they don't give up on the patient, they try their best. The Dhruti of the soldier, he will live his life, but he will not allow the enemy to infiltrate. Do you understand? The true politicians, Dhruti, I'll bring all policies to make my country great. Dhruti कहते हैं उसको. The Dhruti of our patriots, our freedom fighters. The Dhruti of millions of Hindus held on. Therefore, we got our Rama Mandira back. Dhruti, Dhairya. You and I also develop this Dhruti as much as possible. Every tree has got that Dhruti. That, remember, such a small plant level when it is there, that tree. Rain was there, heat was there, winds were blowing. It withstood to all those onslaughts with its dhruti, and slowly it became stronger and bigger. Isn't it? So to every flower before it becomes a fruit, held on to that plant with a dhruti. अदरवाइज हवा से निकल गए तो कोई फल ही नहीं मिलेगा हमको. You can see every ant with dhruti finds where the sugar is kept. ऊपर भी रखो तो वो जाएगा और पूरे अपने फैमिली को ले जाता है. Dhruti. A tiger's Dhruti in finding its own prey. We don't have Dhruti. कमजोर है हम, शुरू ही नहीं करते, इतने बेवकूफ है हम. That also mainly our duties, our good works, spirituality, इसको शुरू नहीं करते. But the bhoga we start. We are all animals only, no? So animal tendencies are so many. इसलिए शुरू कर बेटा, like a buffalo eat 20 idli and dosha. बेटा शुरू करो पढ़ाई। मम्मा अभी खाया ना, अभी खाया ना, लेट मी स्लीप फॉर 22 hours, देन लेट मी सी। 22 hours बाद he will be hungry only, again he will eat 20 idli, again he will sleep. No dhruti at all in that buffalo. Dhruti for bhoga, that is nonsense. That's तामसिक धृति कहते हैं। इंद्रियों को कंट्रोल करके उसको साधना में लगाना, दैट इज सात्विक धृति. सो राम जी इज धृतिमान. दिस इज द 17, 18, 19, 20th value. Therefore, the 21st is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. वशी. सबको अपने वश में रखते हैं. It's a big word it is. Vashi means the one who commands success. Because to get success, he has to perform. To perform, all his knowledge, his faculties should be intact. He has already gained all of them. Therefore, the faculties are in Vasha, goal is in Vasha, means is in Vasha. He has followed the means, therefore reached the goal. Therefore, everything is under his Vasha. Vashi. वशी को उल्टा करो, शिव. सबको हम वश में ले आते हैं तो हम वशी और शिव बनते हैं. और उन इंद्रियों के वश में हम हैं तो हमारा जीवन उल्टा करो, शव के समान है. शिव होना है या शव होना है? शिव होना है तो सबको हमारे वश में लाकर वशी बनना है. इफ यू आर इन द वश ऑफ द इंद्रियास मन बुद्धि, वी आर ओनली इक्वलेंट टू शव, as good as or as bad as dead only. So Vashi is the word with which tomorrow we will start our Rama discussion. Thank you. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mahapriyat Shanto Muchcheda Vandebhyah Muktascha Jnana Vimojet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Shishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. तत्सद ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. वो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. हाँ, श्री गीता माता की जय, श्री रामायण शास्त्र की जय, श्री वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, श्री वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. Friends, half a minute. The speciality in our class is we are studying the great Shastras, Itihasas of both Mahabharata, because Gita is a part of it, and then Ramayana. ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट पढ़कर हम उससे ज्ञान सीधा पा रहे हैं. Having studied, while studying the original text, we are gaining the knowledge from it directly. Please remember it. The highest and greatest authority we are studying. Don't underestimate or belittle it by being irregular or insincere. Respect, revere it, and make use of it by being regular and sincere. It is in your hands always. Thank you. God bless you all. Ramanila